is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Gravy here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, it is versus. This versus, I was hesitating whether I should do it or not because I have lately put out like a lot of Spectre content. Like if you look at like my last 5 videos, 4 of them have Spectre thumbnails. You know what I mean? Like or last 4, I think 3 of them have Spectre, something like that. Like the only one that doesn't have a Spectre thumbnail is the fact that the top 10 energy tunes came out last week, and that has Power Girl on it. Everything else has been Spectre. So this will be like, I'm kind of feeling like I'm saturating the market on Spectre, talking about them a little bit too much. And I wanted to do a versus on Arcus versus Starfire, and I think I'm gonna save that one for next week. So this week it will be Spectre versus Black Flash. And now I'm also asking for your help as well with verses, because I want to try to be, and especially before I get to Arcus and Starfire, because I have a bias with that one. I wanted it to be a little bit more objective. Now, granted, a lot of this stuff is subjective, your style of play, what you enjoy doing, etc., etc. However, I want to make it a little bit more scientific in the sense of not just going by my feelings and going, ooh, I like the Lady Shiva versus Artemis one. It was very difficult, and I felt like I needed a scale. So here's what we're gonna do. I've written down like a few what I call like key attributes. So I'm gonna go ahead and like mark these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the ones that I've put down, and this is where I need your help. If there's something that I'm missing or something that you feel like should be added to this, or something that, in fact, what I could do is just change these 2 just to 1. So 6 attributes, 6 qualities that I'm going to grade them on. And it's not going to be, you know, this one gets a 10 and this one gets an 8. It's going to be the tick box goes to one or the other. So one of the attributes is damage, just outright who hits the most or who causes the most damage. And that's either going to be Spectre or Black Flash. It's going to be versatility. Are they useful in just PvP, PvE, both? That's going to go one or the other, or this one, it might be a tie. You have a crowd control, their ability to keep the crowd like from attacking. In this situation, that might be both. You know, so like that's the idea. Survivability, which is also like, I'm going to categorize as like HP, defense, but survivability overall. Are they a glass cannon or can they take a couple shots? Then buffs and debuffs. So each one is going to have a little tick box. And then at the end, I'll, you know, give my preference, I guess, and then by the end of the whole column, whoever has the most points wins. You know what I mean? Like, that's the idea. Let me know if you think that's dumb or not. So, in any case, I feel like I shouldn't have to go through their kits, but for those of you who may not be familiar with the channel, I'm going to do it real quick, like very quickly. So you guys have already seen my last like 30 videos on Spectre and the other 20 videos on Black Flash. Feel free to skip forward or whatever. This part probably isn't for you. But then the first thing I'm going to try to think about as I'm going through this is damage. Now, let's go through Spectre's kit very, very quickly. On his A1, you guys know, 40% or 20% turn meter on self. He gives himself 2 permanent intelligence ups, and he ignores shields on the A2, which is driving everybody crazy, removes all buffs, and stuns 20% turn meter down, which I forgot was even on that thing. And apply an additional stun to a random enemy if you take a legendary point. Special damage to all enemies, 75% chance to use his A1. Apply heal immunity to all enemies. Soul conversion, when an ally dies, 75% chance to gain 4 intelligence ups and 50% turn meter, and also use fear projection on a random enemy. Soul purge. At the beginning of every one of Spectre's turn, gain 2 permanent int ups and purge 2 buffs and gain an awareness. So stupid good. Then we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to Black Flash. Now Black Flash, if you've been playing this game for longer than a day, you're familiar with. 1 minus in this column is I don't have all of his abilities ringed out, and I do not have him L5. Now the L5 gain 1 permanent speed up would be incredible, so we need to go ahead and like add that as part of it. But special damage to an enemy, gain 2 speed ups, 5% additional speed, 5% additional damage per speed up, limit to 10. Then on the speedster, why didn't I take this one? Because it's only 2 more turn meter down, that's not worth the 8 rings to me, just outright saying it. But if you have it, good on you. 23%, 25% turn meter down if it's fully ringed out to all enemies. 75% chance to apply 25% turn meter up to all allies. That I forgot about. Also apply doom to a random enemy. Special damage to all enemies on his A3 and gain 25% turn meter up. I forgot all about that too. His kit is awesome. Like, I mean, it was already good, but you read through the kits and you just start using them, and you're only looking out for certain skills and certain things, and then you forget, like, oh wait, there's all this other awesome stuff that goes on, and I'm just using it naturally and not remembering that that's what's part of his kit. Reset enemy's turn meter. That legendary point is incredible and what makes him part of a nightmare for a lot of people. I feel like I should probably ring this one out right now. Passive ability, 70% chance, 75% chance when booked to gain a light overheal 3 int ups every time an ally gains a turn meter up. I should have ringed that one out. I really should. How many rings do I have? Technically, I think I could. I'll have to think on that one. All right. Then on his next passive, 90% chance to gain 2 permanent speed ups every time an enemy dies. Reset chase down, chase by death cooldown. Whenever an enemy dies, that's the big deal. Here's a bit of advice, and I'm going to do it, maybe not for his A2, but I'm going to ring out the 2 passive abilities. I think that you should do that. So now, when it comes down to it, looking at both characters, all right, if I had to go with versatility, that'll be the first point. So I'm going to put down V right here. Maybe I should have like a little thing show up. But versatility, they're both good in PvE, and they're both good in PvP. Like, Black Flash is still the king of PvP right now, although like Spectre is becoming a nightmare for everyone. And that's just because a lot of people are still trying to figure out the solutions in order to beat him. So Spectre is a nightmare right now, and he is definitely OP, but Black Flash is still the king of PvP. Like, if I have a Spectre versus a Black Flash team, and it's only Spectre versus that Black Flash team is going to win. And maybe there's something to say to that. Maybe that would make the versatility of Black Flash. In fact, I think I'll grade Black Flash as higher on the versatility scale, because Black Flash, if I have Spectre and Black Flash, it's a nightmare for you. If I have Black Flash and you have Spectre, I'm still safe in the idea that I'm going to beat you. If I just have Spectre and you have Black Flash, it's a good chance I'm screwed. If all speeds are the same, if we're all using Martian Manhunter or Cheetah at lead or something, if speeds are all the same, Black Flash is going to be faster than Spectre. He's going to be able to do his damage and get his stuff off first. He's going to reduce your turn meter all the way to 0. Then he's going to do it again by 20% the second time he gets to go around, giving the team a chance to take you out. However, it's just Spectre on the other side. You have to hope someone dies in the meantime and hope that Spectre stuns Black Flash. So for this one, for versatility, I changed my mind. That one goes to Black Flash. So 1 point to Black Flash. Damage-wise, not really a competition. That's going to go ahead and go to Spectre. Black Flash is no slouch, but he damn sure can't hit the way that Spectre does. So Spectre gets damage, crowd control, and that's the ability to keep the team from, whether it's PvE or PvP, that's the ability to keep everyone just holding their turn. It's not your turn yet, it's my turn and my team's turn. And that goes to Black Flash, his reduction of turn. And this, as I'm talking through this, and let me go ahead and put on some battles just because it probably looks pretty boring with me just talking and going through what they're saying or what I think that they're doing. However, let's see. Let's find a team here real quick. Maybe I can even demonstrate some of the stuff I'm talking about. So there's a Spectre there, right? I'm going to leave that side alone. This is for PvE today for my alliance. All right, so if I put in Terra, just to cover our bases when it comes to Harley Quinn, right? Then Black Flash, then who else am I going to put in here? In fact, I don't even have to worry about having Martian Manhunter in, and I can help our survivability by putting in Lex. Let's go ahead and put him in. And then as far as taking out, and see, here's the thing, this is where I've gotten lazy with Spectre. Now with Barda, all I do is just remove all of her buffs and then take out Spectre. But what I can still do is run an Azrael team if I want to just focus on Barda or someone else other than Harley Quinn and Barda. And then I can take out Spectre that way, hopefully. All right, so that we'll go ahead and get that started. So when it comes to crowd control, that might have to go to Black Flash because Black Flash's ability to reduce turn meter, the fact that it's A3 resets on death. Spectre, I mean, you may not think about it this way, but all of you have run into it. It's incredibly, incredibly annoying. I might as well reduce it all the way. It's incredibly, incredibly annoying having to deal with Spectre when somebody's fallen. See, I've already taken him out. I'm not worried about it because Black Flash, if Black Flash is on that one side and he's not on the other, Black Flash is going to make sure your team goes first. So, yeah. Versatility, I guess. I was right in saying that he's just better. They're both versatile, but he's just better. Damage, Spectre would have done more damage, but Spectre didn't get a turn. Crowd control, Black Flash just demonstrated that he's better at crowd control just because he's faster than Spectre, and he's going to reduce everyone's turn meter, giving our team the chance to go first. Spectre is great at damage control or crowd control. He really, really is. He'll keep your, if one person falls on either side, he's stunning. And he's just going to stun everyone as many times as he possibly can. However, I would say crowd control goes to Black Flash. This is getting, okay, maybe this scale that I'm doing is right or is wrong. I don't know, but this is way easier than I expected it to be. In terms of what's happening. Survivability. I want to say they're about equal. I mean, maybe Spectre is a touch better. So then what I'm going to do to determine who is the winner of this is I'm going to go to their defense and I'm going to go to their HP right now and try to see if there is any kind of like great difference in it. So let Black Flash go ahead and finish off Lex. There we go. And then I'm going to go check their stats and see who's better. Or see who just has the higher number, I guess. Let's see. Here we go. Heroes. Oh, they're both mystic heroes. Black Flash is one of the few categorized as both a hero and a villain. Very Catwoman, White Lantern, Sinestro of him. All right, so power, HP. He's looking at 25,000, just over 25,000. That is a lot. Now, again, intelligence does affect special damage, how much you'll take in terms of special damage as well. HP pool is just the number of hit points you have, and I think, yeah, agility affects just regular defense. So, just to be the old man that I am, his agility is going out to 2,000. Okay, his intelligence is right there at 36, so let's say 37. Okay, 3,700, and then his HP is at 25k. HP 25k. All right. Okay. You guys let me know if this is boring. I find this interesting, but I feel like I'm just talking a bunch of numbers right now, and it might be incredibly boring. So if this is boring, let me know, and I won't ever do it this way again. All right. So agility-wise, in terms of physical damage, all right, Black Flash has him just by a scotch, by like 200. So that goes Black Flash's way. In terms of intelligence, it's 2,700, 2,800. So that's 2,700. And then as far as HP points, they have about the same at 25,000. Let me double check intelligence again, but it looks like survivability will go to Black Flash. Let me check intelligence again. The intelligence here is 2,700, 2,800. So is Spectre squishier than Black Flash? I did not expect that. I thought for sure. I know this is 2,700. So they're both right at 2,700. So Black Flash has slightly more defense. All right, I'm gonna call that a wash. I don't know why I said 3,700. Man, my math is off. I know it's a couple points here or there, but if it's like within 100, a couple hundred, then you know that's not really worth thinking. So I'm gonna call that basically a draw. They're both just as squishy as the other. So let's just say it's equal on that one, equal on both sides. All right, so let's go back into some PvP action. Keep this from being such a boring video, right? All right, so next is buffs and debuffs. Debuffs, if we're going to talk debuffs just go straight up to Spectre. Like, there's no doubt about it. The way he puts the debuffs out, what he does with them, that's 100% Spectre. That's his game. That's his deal, is debuffs. I don't even think Black Flash has any buffs or debuffs. I mean, he has the permanent speed up. Ooh. That's where the issue is going to be. So debuffs definitely goes to Spectre. All right. Buffs, here's the problem. So Spectre gives himself 4 permanent intelligence ups once everything is fully booked. He gives himself 4 permanent strength ups or intelligence ups when he uses a 1, 2 if it's just his turn, right? Now, Black Flash gives himself, is it 3 speed ups or 4 permanent speed ups whenever his turn comes around and when he kills someone. So he's buffing a lot as well, and he's getting faster and faster and reducing the turn meter, making it harder and harder for you. In fact, those permanent speed ups in a PvE context, like, just make him nuts. They must make him insane. So, and with the PvE, like, Spectre's going to start hitting stupid hard. It increases his damage by a lot as he's gaining those permanent strength ups. However, the crowd control ability from Black Flash, like, it goes up so much based on those speed ups. Like, you're never going to get a chance. You're never going to get a turn. He's just going to keep going and going and going. And this is me thinking PvE wise. Ooh. So their buff, and this is part of the reason why they're such great toons, is that their buffs work in their kits so well to boost them and make them not just good in the beginning, but more powerful as the match goes on. So that might be a draw as well. I think buffs is a draw. I mean, granted, Spectre's doing more damage, but then Black Flash becomes better at crowd control. Like, they're both in their roles, the things that I said before. Within those roles, they are just being boss, and I should not have done that because it's a Martian Manhunter team. So this is going to be a loss. All right, so let's just say buffs are equal. So buffs are equal. Survivability is equal. Debuffs and damage went to Spectre. Crowd control and versatility went to Black Flash. This is why I need your help. I need a 7th category to, like, break the tie. Jeez. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this. So now I'm stuck in the same situation I was when I had to do Lady Shiva and Artemis, which is now the decision comes down to me. Who is going to be better? Who wins this versus? As much, and this is just real, as much as I love Spectre and his rework, and he's bugged right now, but I love the bug regardless, we're still winning. Wow. Anyway, as much as I love him, as much as I love Spectre, as much as he's the fun new toy, he's awesome. Truth be told, Black Flash is still the king of PvP. They both are awesome in PvE, and they're both awesome in PvP. However, if I have Black Flash and you have Spectre, I win. So I'm going to say that in this versus matchup, the winner is Black Flash. Black Flash is still the king of PvP. He's still the better toon in my view. So let me know what you guys think. Join the Discord. Like, get in the conversation. Comment below. Am I completely off? Am I completely off base? If you have any ideas about the categories and how I went about it, I want to hear about it in the comments. A lot of, like, content creators say that and don't acknowledge it. No, I do. Ask the people who actually comment in my stuff all the time. Whenever I get an extra minute, I'm replying to the comments and I'm taking in all of your advice. I mean, hell, the reason I got the power rankings in the top 10s is because of a subscriber. So let me know below what you think. But yeah, Black Flash is the winner to me. And it's kind of like his ability to crowd control, turn meter manipulation. he gives your team a chance. And if it's Spectre versus Black Flash straight up, Black Flash is going to win just because of his ability to manipulate turn meter. That's just how it is. So in any case, I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Marvel Future Revolutions videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and Raid Shadow Legends videos weekly. So please like, please subscribe, and if you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Also, check out the links below for some DC Universe movies, and I need to update that list. I need to go ahead and put a rating. And you know what? I was going to do you know what? No, I'll leave that as a surprise. I was going to do a surprise video that didn't have really anything to do with gaming, but me also rating things and doing like a top 10 list, because I know people love top 10 lists and I love debating. So I'm thinking about putting one of those videos out. Maybe I'll do that, make another channel and do that or something. But in any case, check out those links below. It helps support the channel. Please, please, please. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. Please let me know your opinions, and I'll see you next time.